So, the Blight, one of the hardest killers to learn in Dead by Daylight, which is why I've compressed 25 Blight tips into a short amount of time. But before we get started on the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and you can always change your mind afterwards. And yeah, I've already wasted enough time on the intro, so let's get started, shall we? Use your special attacks. It helps you improve and get downs much quicker. Use your speed to zone survivors. It allows you to take control of chase and deter them away from unfavorable loops. As a beginner, run Adrenaline Vial and Shred Notes. This combo allows beginners to have their rushes recharge incredibly quickly, reducing their penalty on missed lethal rushes. Don't run Chipped Monocle, it's a skill issue and you know it. Avoid relying on strong add-ons. You don't want to become add-on dependent, such as add-ons like Adrenaline Vial and Compound 33 have very strong attributes and you don't want to depend on them every round. Use Hug Techs. Hug Techs allow you to ignore certain obstacles and save on rushes, so they are well needed on Blight. Don't always attack on your second rush. Sometimes it is okay, but sometimes you want the extra bump to get into a more advantageous position. Learn bump logic. Some objects are butter-coded and have dodgy collision, and can either be beneficial or detrimental to your playstyle. On PC, keybind Q and E. It allows you to turn easier while rushing. Use your rushes to traverse the map. Your rushes recharge much quicker than other killers' powers, which allows you to rush incredibly quickly around the map and patrol gens and catch survivors off guard. Learn to counter loops without rushes. Some loops in Dead by Daylight don't play in Blight's favor, so you'll have to improve at countering loops without your power. Run information perks. Blight's best attribute is his speed, and with this you can get to auras faster. Perks like Tinkers and Barbecue and Chili are a must-have on him. Avoid basic attack perks. Blight mainly uses lethal rushes to damage survivors. Slowdown perks like Jolt and Sloppy Butcher are not recommended. Same goes for exposed perks. They require a basic attack. Don't be paranoid of gens. With your enhanced speed, never be afraid to take chase and leave gens behind, because you can always circle back to the generators with your incredible speed if you ever lose chase. Learn about certain realms. Maps like Ormond and the Swamp are very slippery, which can make or break a Blight. Indoor maps like RPD and Gideon Meat Plant change your playstyle because you become an indoor Blight. Avoid Garden of Joy at all costs. If you're going in chase for too long, split off. This usually applies to most killers, but as Blight you could use your speed to easily find another survivor to chase. Use passive slowdown perks. Perks like Pain Resonance, Deadlock, and Hex Plaything are great passive slowdown, and even better, you don't even have to do anything. Don't break pallets with your power after a stun. I see so many Blights do this and losing their tokens, and survivors get a plenty of distance. You should break the pallet without a rush and then use your rush to catch up. Learn how to flick. While attacking, by clicking Q and E and swiping your mouse aggressively to the side, it allows you to turn in a dime and catch survivors off guard in tighter situations. Be patient on your slam duration. You don't have to rush immediately after, but by taking the extra second to position yourself in a better angle, it allows you to get downs much easier on Blight. Learn to shoulder bump. By rotating your view while rushing and colliding with your shoulder, you're allowing yourself to get a much better position for the next rush. Don't be discouraged when you lose. Remember, you're still learning, and it's okay to lose as many matches as it takes to improve. Bait and switch with survivors. By looking one way and rushing towards the other side, you can catch survivors off guard because they think you're going one way, but in reality you went around and flicked and got them off guard. And finally, watch other content creators. New content is always being made about Blight, and techs are being discovered on the regular. By watching creators who main Blight, you can learn so much about him and improve it massively. And yes, that includes me! And that concludes my 25 tips for Blight. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. It really means the world to me. And I hope you learned something about Blight and got some new skills out of this. And with that being said, have an excellent evening and a fantastic night, and I'll see you in the next video. Au revoir.